Hello everyone. In continuation to our topic learning curve, this is question 6. XYZ company does not have any costing department. You need to help them out in finding the total cost for a contract of a single order of 600 units for one of their products. The average unit variable cost data for an initial batch of 200 units are as follows. So we may note one thing here. It is a batch production. Every batch comprises of 200 units, which means the next batch will be again 200 units, which means either they should produce 200 or they should produce 400 or they should produce 600 like that. It should go. Direct material. Another one more thing we may notice is that average unit variable cost means all these are per unit. Direct material is 15 square meter at rupees 80 per square meter. Direct labor is 8 hours in department 1 and 75 rupees and at the rate of rupees 75 per hour, and 100 hours in department 2 at the rate of rupees 100 per hour. Variable overheads is 25% of direct labor, and direct labor times in department 1 and 2 are expected to follow 80% and 70% learning curves respectively. This we will solve it by using an Excel sheet. So here I will say batch 1, single batch, which has got 200 units in it. Material cost, see here they say 15 meter square into 80 meter square, and here the number of units, this is for single unit. So here it is 200 units. So we will say 15 multiplied by 80 multiplied by this 200. Then they say department 1 are expected to follow 80%, and direct labor hours, this is average time taken, 8 hours in department 1 for 1 unit. Here it is per unit only, so we will write 8. Whereas for department 2, per hour rate is 100 rupees. Here it is 100 rupees per hour. So here it becomes 100. So that means the total labor cost, which is given in terms of per hour, 75 rupees here, 100 rupees, 100 rupees here, 75 rupees here. So 75 and 100 for department 2. So we can calculate the labor cost now. So here it will be how many units? 200 units multiplied by 8 hours per unit multiplied by 75 rupees per unit. Same way here, 200 units multiplied by 100 hours into 100 rupees. So this becomes 1,20,000. This becomes 20 lakhs for department 2. So that means the total labor cost will be sum of these two, this plus this. Variable overheads, it is said variable overhead is 25% of direct labor. So straight away we can consider this multiplied by 0.25. So total cost will be what? Material cost plus total labor cost plus variable overheads. That works out to 28,90,000 rupees. Now for 2 batches, the total number of units will be 400. And we may also notice that 200 is getting doubled to 400. Material cost for this thing will be I will simply drag this because already there is a formula here, means which says 15 into 80 into B13. Here it will get multiplied 15 into 80 into 400. So I can directly drag it. So it becomes 4,80,000. Now for department 1, they say 80% learning. which means that the time will reduce by 20%, or I can say time what is going to take will be only 80% of 8 rupees. So this is equal to this multiplied by 0.8. Only that much time it will take. Whereas for department 2, they say it is 70% learning, which means it is going to take only 70% of the previous time, which is required for 200 units. So this is nothing but into 0.7. Now, this will be the same 75 rupees and 100 rupees for both the departments. Let me just copy that. So now this one, how it is calculated by multiplying already formula is fed in, we can just drag in to get this. Here also we can drag it to get this. Total labor cost also I can drag it because already we fed in the formula. So this plus this, you will get this. Variable overheads also we can drag the formula. Total cost also we can drag it. Then next is 400 will get doubled. It becomes 800. So that is actually 4 batches. Material cost, I can again drag this. And we know I can drag this also because the previous 6.4 into 0.8, it will become, which will be 5.12. Here also 70 into 0.7, that will become 49. We can straight away drag all these formulas in the next row. So we get finally total cost as so and so. But actually we are interested in to find out total cost for 600 units. We know 600 is 200 into 3. That means it is 3 batches. Now the material cost, I can copy this to get that 7,20,000. Whereas this one, the hours, average time in hours per unit will be, since 3 is in the middle of 2 and 4, even this will be the average of 6.4 and 5.12. So I will say this is equal to this plus this average. So divided by 2. So the average time taken for 600 units will be 5.76 hours per unit. Then we can now copy all this. No, this one will be so this one will be let us understand, since it is in between 400 and 800, and for department what do you call 1, we took average of these two. So even this also will be taking average of these two. It becomes 59.5. So ultimately we get this 55,065.00. That will be the total cost for 600 units, because otherwise we are doing the same way. Everything is being considered to get this 55 lakhs 6,500. That will be the total cost for manufacturing 600 units in 3 batches. So that is the solution for this question.